Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here at Primal Athlete Training Center, www.primalatc.com. As you can tell, we moved the gym around a little bit. We got another power rack. We got a couple other goodies for the throwers to play with in here. And what I want to talk to you about today is something that's very important, something that you should all be thinking about at this point in the season, and that is peaking. Now, when we talk about peaking, what I'm talking about is achieving your maximum athletic level, achieving your maximum peak athletically for the end of the season. Now, you should all have a goal meet in mind. For our guys here in Rhode Island, that's the Rhode Island State Championship meet, which is actually happening on February 18th. It's 5 weeks from this Saturday. This Saturday is a pretty big track and field invite that's happening here in the state. Got athletes from all around New England and up and down the East Coast coming. So this is really going to be a big meet, but again, the focus is not these bigger meets. The focus should be, and your goal should be, to peak for the championship meets, for the big meets at the end of the year. Now, up until this point, if you had your eye on the prize, if you have been focused on that meet at the end of the year, you should now be feeling a little bit like crap. Let's just put it out there. The athletes that are training here with me, they've been lifting heavy. They're right sort of toward the middle end of the season. They've been throwing every single day. They've had track meets throughout the week. They've had bigger meets on the weekends. And really, they're feeling like crap. They're worn down. Their bodies are starting to break down. They're tired. They're moody. They're grumpy. They just feel like crap. So, just like your body craves protein, just like your body craves carbohydrates, just like your body craves sleep at night, their bodies and your body as a thrower should be craving a little bit of a rest. You might feel like, hey, if you had a rest right now, that you would be great. And that's exactly what a peak is. Peaking is where you slowly start to cut back on your workload. You slowly start to cut back on the amount of throws that you're doing so that your body can fully recover and be at its peak form, be at its top athletic form for that big meet at the end of the year. Now, how do you know how to peak? Well, we're about 5 weeks out from the state championship here in Rhode Island. So this is where, believe it or not, I'm going to start my athletes to peak. Now, 5 weeks, so they just got done with their heaviest lifting cycle. So what we're going to do next week is going to be a light lifting cycle. The week after that, week 2, is going to be a medium lifting cycle. The week after that, week 3, is going to be a somewhat heavy lifting cycle. Week 4 is going to be sort of a slight deload. So we're not going to do a full deload on week 4. We're going to do a slight deload on week 4, and then we're going to do just a typical deload on week 5, that week here in the weight room before the state championship track meet. So what that's going to do is, you can even follow it with me. They're starting out light. They're just getting done with their heavy. Okay, so they're up here. They're at their strongest they're going to be throughout the year. So what we're going to do, we're going to start down at the bottom. We're going to go light, give their bodies a little bit of a rest for that week. Medium, again, not too heavy, but still giving their body a little bit of a rest. And we're going to go heavy again. Again, giving their body, now they're going to be tired. Their body's going to be craving sleep. Their body's going to be craving a rest. Then, 2 weeks before the state championship, we're going to give them a little bit of a rest, let their bodies come back, let their bodies heal, let them fully rest. And then, the week of the state championships, we're going to lower the intensity, lower the volume, give a true deload week so that now they're really fired up. Now they really want to go. And you have to think of it in a way, a great way of thinking of this would be if you are studying for a test. If you're studying for a test and you're worn down, you've taken a few days to study, this is a big test, The first day you hit the books really hard, you learned a lot of stuff the first day. The second day you hit the books even harder. You learned a lot of stuff, now you're ready to go. The third day, now you've just basically going over what you've learned the past 2 days, you're letting it sink in and you're ready for this test. The next morning when you wake up, if you've studied right, if you have prepared well for this test, if you're ready to go, you're fired up. You're ready to take the test and you are ready to get an A. You're ready to answer all those questions. There's nothing that your teacher's going to throw at you that's going to kind of put a monkey wrench in your plans. You're getting an A on this test. You worked your butt off. You're hungry. You're ready to go. You're ready to take this test and do well on it. Same thing as track and field. All season long, we've been building up to this point, building up to that peak. So now that you have been getting stronger all season, now that you have been throwing all season, hopefully with the increased strength and the increased practice, your throws have been going further all season. Now we're at the point. Now is when your body should be feeling hungry and ready for those big meets. So we're going to do one more small cycle of getting ourselves stronger, and then we're going to back off for a few weeks and really let that aggression boil up. Really let the frustration start to simmer. Let that aggression start to take hold. You start to see athletes get mad, athletes get moody. They are fired up and they are ready to go. They are ornery. They are mad. They're like a caged dog. When you back off and you let them rest for a little bit, their bodies are just in this state of ready to go, this aggressive, ready to lift, ready to throw frame of mind. That's what you want to get in for your peak. So if you haven't already started to do so, find that goal. Maybe it's the state championship, maybe it's a regional championship. Here in New England, we have the New England Championships, which is a few weeks after the states. Not really a focus for me. Focus is the state championship meet, winning that state title, becoming all-state. That's really what people are looking for. Now, if you've already signed up for our newsletter at primalatc.com, the Secret to Longer Throws newsletter, what you're seeing is that I've been giving this info away throughout the season. I've been teaching you how to set that goal meet. I've been teaching you how you should properly set up your lifting cycles. So for the people that are on that newsletter, this should not be a shock to you to see this video. For the people that have not yet signed up for the newsletter, go to primalatc.com. It's totally free. I don't send you spam or anything else like that. Sign up for the newsletter. You get an emailed newsletter to you every single Sunday, and it's going to be giving you tips about coaching, getting yourself ready for the end of the year, and really helping that you can peak for the big meets, peak for that focus that you've had throughout the entire season. Coach Matt signing off. Make sure you sign up for that newsletter, and make sure you start backing off a little bit so that you can peak for that big meet at the end of the year.